The point of this really has been to try to look at Asian integration and see how that's coming together. You know, we started from the premise that Asia is not Europe, and the factors that led Europe to the European Union are not present in the case of Asia, but there certainly is an integration in Asia in economic and other areas, and looking at how those play out and what the current setup is in a range of other key areas is really kind of critical to determine what the pathway forward is.
China's got an economy that has been built around heavy industry, very energy-intensive industry, that has basically become a concern for how their future growth will go, having that structure of industry. They also have an energy system that's been built around coal, indigenous coal, that has been able to be mined and delivered. Now, for China, in many ways, I think the biggest energy security concern they have is this reliance on coal.
ASEAN countries have one unique problem, and that is the problem of haze generated by the burning of Indonesia's peat bogs from Indonesia's tropical forests. Indonesia is one of 3 countries that has humongous acreage in tropical forests. And basically, when you get rid of these tropical forests, you emit more in a year than most of the rest of the world combined does with all of its burning. So that basically through no fault of its own, through the bounty of nature, they are in a position to do worse or better for the global emissions problem than practically anybody else.
When I started this project, it was interesting. I thought, oh, it's in Asia. I'm not an Asia hand. I'm a humanitarian practitioner by trade. So I thought it was very much like an Asia-specific project. But what I learned was it was really an Asia-first project. There are many things happening in the region which are pushing the global humanitarian agenda in ways that we haven't seen elsewhere. And this is true not just in Asia, but there's a real uncoordinated donor environment. And this has inadvertently encouraged the bankrolling of different kind of duplicative efforts. And I don't think it's particularly abnormal. This was at a time when many of these institutions were finding their feet, and in the humanitarian sector, many times you have projects for 18 months. So basically, you're always looking to sustain yourself. But I do think that if you have many external donors who are really looking to engage in Asia, which many of them are, that they really need to get disciplined and think smart and strategically about which of these institutions should be doing what and how they can complement one another.